I've batted the whole entire cycle. Everybody on my team has caught in a pass. Every running back has at least 3 touchdowns. My kicker has kicked every punt in the freaking game.
Even with 2 remaining, we'll be back after this.
Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for
I would say they're getting manhandled. What do you say?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
I have not let up.
Dolphins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
All right, I'll give that to him. I'll give it to him.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They think I'm going to blitz, now I'm going to split it up. Watch.
They'll look to throw here on
Here it is.
down.
Oh!
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team,
I pulled the blitz off and backed everybody up. Watch.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
I'm letting them think that the field's open.
But not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first
And then I'll do this.
And the 49er first down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And down he goes.
Surprise, motherfucker.
They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
See, I made them think that it was open, and then they left everybody open, and then all of a sudden I sack them.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time
I'm
and
the
time
number
again.
1 pass rush team in the league.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Interception again.
Time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I'm sorry, was that going to be another touchdown?
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
Justin Simmons.
And I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago.
I might actually be able to hit 100 in a game if I can get another touchdown.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that would be something I've never done.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
I got 3 minutes and 16 seconds to do it, but I got to get the ball back though.
Now James returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side.
I guess his butt bounced him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw.
Yes, that helps.
Throws there, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
I roughed the passer. It's an automatic first down. Damn it.
Fourth down after the incompletion. It'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, but it's going to be second down. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Christian Covington. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Christian Covington.
On defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage.
It's the rookie that is drafted this year.
The O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. He'll field this at the 5.
Oh, he's still up. That was a hell of a run. Look at this.
But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all
Watch this run.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Damn it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Right.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, Hamler, it's all in your hands, Ben.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive
all right,
guy
let's
can
go
get
into
his
my
head
guy.
around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for
all right,
move
Winfrey,
and
you.
knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There goes Melvin Gordon.
I just broke my record.
Score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Mcmanus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
Brandon Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
Watch, I'm going to make him kick it. I'm going to make him run it back to me.
After the touchdown,
kicking the ball straight in the air.
Now to kick it away. Here's James. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game. But it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
All right, let's see here. Got 49 seconds.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Here it is.
And he'll be hit as
Scared
he
him.
releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jarek McKinnon there, and it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And some room. There goes Melvin Gordon. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey,
I'm running out the clock if you haven't noticed.
Throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
And that's the game.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert
Look
together.
at this. I tackled the shit out of him. He went head over heels.
Pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,
look at this.
Spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Passing yards, rushing yards.
Charles Davis and all the hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your players. This is the development. This is the abilities tab. Here, this player has a zone ability. This is a powerful.
Upgraded. Isaac Yodom. This guy's awesome. I like this guy. Leveled up. None's in the other room.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
See, look, they added Colin Kaepernick back. They added Colin Kaepernick back in the game, look. Because of the Black Lives Matter thing. I think he should be in there. He was a quarterback. He should be at least shown as a quarterback. Who gives a shit what the hell he did? Just put him in there and leave him where he's at. I guess traded for Teddy Bridgewater. My team rosters. I just want it to look like it's supposed to be, so we still have Ripken sitting in the back for number 3. Then we have Drew Lock as our number 1. And then Bridgewater is now his backup. in real life. We got rid of Driscoll, so that's where I just traded him. So I got him now. So now it's the same team as we have in real life. Trade center. Manual trades. Let's go to the Dolphins. Right here is an awesome quarterback. Tukamaloa. No, that's it. His name is Tua Tagovailoa. He's from Hawaii. But he's one of the best fucking quarterbacks I've seen as a rookie quarterback in college I've ever seen in my entire life. He was like Tebow, but the only thing was with Tebow is Tebow couldn't throw, but this guy here can throw, he can run, and he can read pass defenses faster than anybody as a rookie. He's about as fast as Patrick Mahomes. Maybe even a little bit better. Man, you guys don't have any good running backs. That's your problem. Your only good running back you have is Jordan Howard. You guys need to find somebody good. Fullback, you have Cox. He's pretty good. Parker's your only good wide receiver. Devontae Parker. Isaiah Ford, he's really good. And Gary Jennings, he hasn't played yet. He's only good in college. I've never actually seen him move yet. Let's see here. He's about your only good tight end you got. Mike Ganaski or whatever. I can't pronounce his friggin' name. Eric Flowers. Look how he spells Eric. E-R-E-C-K. I've seen E-R-I-C-K. I've seen E-R-I-C-C-K. E-R-I-I-K. I've seen them all over the place like that. I just never seen it spelled like that. Now, if you're ever trading for somebody in your on the game here, do you see how that little piece at the puzzle comes up there at the top on the player card? That means he'll be a perfect fit for your team if you needed him. So the game's pretty much telling you he's a perfect fit for your team because everybody else around him like this that doesn't have it is not to your style of playing on your team. It's just giving you a little hint, like your team plays for your players that your team has. These are be the best players for you to fit into that scheme. That's why they did it. They made it a little bit easier. By the way, this is Kobe Bryant's younger brother, or older brother, I mean. He doesn't advertise it. He wants to keep it low key so that way he doesn't basically have anybody rub his ass about autographs and stuff. That's why. And he changed his last name to a different spelling. So he wouldn't be harassed about it, because everybody kept coming over to his families and stuff like that, asking them about stories about him and stuff like that. He's like, just give me alone. I don't blame him. I would have told him the same damn thing. Get the fuck out. James Crawford, he's really good. He's good at tackling, but he's not good at sacking. There you go. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to show you a little something, alright? This is your team's cornerbacks, the guys that are in the back that basically catch all the interceptions and stuff. Your best ones right now are Byron Jones with 89. He's an 89% overall. You got Xavier Howard. He's another good guy. 82% overall. Need him, which is really good. Doesn't he not look like Corey if you look at him? Yeah. It's like, Corey, look, you have a twin. What was his name? Nick Needham. I'm going to screenshot that. Yeah, everybody here knows me whenever it comes to Facebook, that I don't ever get on Facebook. I only use the Messenger. So why is she bitching when she knows that I don't use Facebook? I don't use the Facebook. I stopped using Facebook. I only use the Messenger. I don't want to use Facebook anymore, only because I got tired of listening to that stupid coronavirus this, coronavirus that. And people ranting and raving about stupid shit. Now he's really good. Denver was going to pick him up, but you guys stole him. That's right, we picked up Yodam instead. He's better. Patrick Lard. Kellen Bannert. Jordan Howard. Yeah, so your best two right now is Matt Beta. Right here. For 79 overall. And Jordan Howard is your other best. Your two good guys. The other guys are all kind of weak. Now let's take a look at mine. Quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater. Look at how high my levels are. He's 55 because he sits on the bench. That's how much he gets paid, though. His cap is only $590K. That's how much he gets paid to sit on the bench. That's how much Locke gets paid just to play. And then the Teddy Bridgewater gets $1 million just to play. Now Lindsey's not with us anymore because they released him, which I thought was stupid. But we still got Melvin Gordon, my other favorite running back of all time. Look how many yards he has. Talking Hall of Fame running back right there. Royce Freeman. That was just in one season right there, by the way. This Royce Freeman's stats right there, you got to keep in mind, that's only one season. He just started last year. Yeah. Levante Bellamy. We just picked him up. He's actually really good too. Look at Lindsey's stats. And that's only 1 year. I think he wore the number 30 and kept it upright. Now all he needs to do is get permission from the Broncos to come back for a day after he leaves his other team and sign a one-day contract, retire the number 30 again, and keep two names on the number 30 on the Broncos. That's what he needs to do. That way, both numbers, that way he can relock the number like he promised he would. Look at my wide receiver core. Coulter Sutton. Look at the rushing yards and everything. My favorite, Jerry Jeudy. Just came out of college. Tim Patrick. Deshaun Hamilton. KJ Hamler. Straight out of college. Straight out of college. Juwan Winfrey. Second year in football. Fred Brown. It's only we ever played in 3 games. He only got 3 catches. They have 15 wide receivers. If you have other wide receivers that beat you out, you're on the practice squad. So say if you're in the middle of practice and you're dropping 5 balls out of 10 and the other person's catching everything, yeah, that guy's going on the team. Yeah. Devonta Spencer. Second year player. He's on the practice squad, but we only call him up. We call on him whenever one of our big guys goes down, because he's a big, deep threat. So if, like, say one of our big guys like Coulter Sutton were to go down and break his leg or something like that, he would be the one we call up. He's the next in line. This guy's straight out of college, Trey Cleveland. Kind of looks like a pedophile, doesn't he? Kind of looks like a weird-looking Snoop Dogg. Kind of does. Alright, now let's moving on. Tight ends. Now don't laugh at my guys' names, okay? Noah Fant. This is only 1 year playing, okay? Look at his stats. This is 1 year playing Jake Butt. Nick Vanett, 1 year playing. This will be his second. Troy Femagali, 2nd year playing tight end. And don't even ask me to pronounce this guy's name. I wouldn't even know how to begin. He's a rookie straight out of college. One first-year player. Well, actually, second-year player. He started last year. Because they don't actually have a picture of him. Some players refuse to put their pictures out there. Austin Ford, brand new player. Just came out of the draft. He's an undrafted free agent that we picked up for free. He's one of the guys that was in the draft that no one ever wanted, so we just picked him up and put him on our practice squad. Never know if we need an extra tight end. Never know. And yeah, but here's the thing. When you're on the team's practice squad, doesn't mean you're going to be playing for that team. Anybody can pick anybody's practice squad players up and put them on their team. Yep. If you're on a practice team and you're better than their team, yeah, they'll make a trade. Exactly. It's one of the perks of being in football. You gotta uproot yourself whenever they send you somewhere. Right here, the number one guy that we picked up in Denver that carries our defense. Terrell Casey. Him, Von Miller, and Justin Simmons, and Mike Purcell, Patico. He's good. He stands in front of you. Like, he'll literally stand in front of the quarterback and not let anybody get to you. Shelby Harris. Draymond Jones. Jonathan Harris. Oh my God, it's funny as hell. Every so time he catches an interception or something like that and tries to run it back, the one side of the field will go Shelby and the other side of the field will go Harris. And he goes, T-D! At the end of it. Like, Shelby! The other side goes, Harris! And he goes and he scores a touchdown and he slams it down on the ground and everybody goes, T-D! It's freaking hilarious. He doesn't even know how the hell it started. He just scored a touchdown and all of a sudden somebody started it and is stuck with it ever since. Now look at this. My number one sack person on my team, Von Miller. The sack leader of the NFL. Von Miller, sacks 105. Total sacks 599. He holds the record. Age 31. One of the highest paid outside linebackers in all of football. He gets $45.46 million plus a 25.6% guarantee every single time he steps onto the field, and it's all guaranteed to him. So that means anytime he doesn't show up, he still gets paid. Oh no, it's in his clause. And plus his clause also states that there's a no trade clause unless the player agrees to it. And there's also a you must establish them a residence for him and his family if you uproot them clause in it. So any team that would go pick him up would read that clause and would have to put them in a house. All expenses paid. Yeah. He said that's what he wrote in this clause. All expenses paid if me and my family have to come. Here's the guy that Von Miller trained. Bradley Trubbs. The second sack leader on my team. 13 sacks. Total sacks he has is 105, and he's only 24 years old. And it's only 1 year worth of playing in the football. Von Miller just hit, what, like 6 years playing? Now, like the big name players like J.J. Watt, all of them, yeah, they've been there for like ever. They're getting ready to retire soon. Like, put it this way, everybody that I pretty much have on this thing is either still playing or retired. There's a picture in my wall. I have Eli Manning, retired. Peyton Manning, retired. Robert Griffin III, no longer a starting quarterback. He's a backup. J.J. Watt, really good player but can't stay healthy. Cam Newton, backup quarterback no more, no longer a starter, can't stay healthy. See, this is the guy that we just picked up because you guys stole the other guy we wanted. He's really good. Isaac Yodom. Bryce Callahan. He's pretty good too. A.J. Boyd. Ojama. I can't pronounce his name. He's good too. He was good in college. Justin Simmons. He's been with us for what, like 7 years now? I think he won a Super Bowl with us. Super Bowl 50. Duke Dawson Jr. Kareem Jackson. He won the Super Bowl 50 with us too. He's still with us. Trey Marshall was with us during Super Bowl 50. He was too. Brandon McManus, my kicker. He's a new punter. He's been in several different teams. But look how many punting yards he has. He's been around. He's been in almost every team. Practice squad and all. What? Oh. Sometimes it's because a team needs that kind of player. Like sometimes, like if you need a really good wide receiver, the player will uproot another player from another team and try to draft him over to their team because they need a person to throw to. And that player has to go to that team no matter what is being said because that's what his job is. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. By the way, I just stole a running back from your team. I just stole Jordan Howard from you and traded you one of my other good running backs. I gave you a better running back. I gave you Royce Freeman, which is a really good running back because you guys needed one. And I took Juwan Howard. He's one of your good running backs, but he's not as good, but my team can make him better. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that your team can't. I'm saying that my team has the really good running backs on my team that you put them around, it will make him want to work harder. See, I don't play with fullbacks. I use halfbacks and halfbacks only. I draft an extra halfback and I use the extra halfback as a fullback. It's an extra slot that you can have for an extra player. Some teams do the same thing. The Broncos do it all the time. You have like four halfbacks. Get rid of the fullback and just keep one of your halfbacks there and just rotate them. It gives you an extra slot. See, some of these guys, even though it says rookie on the tag, some of them won't even be on the team. So these are just the practice squad players right now. And the regular players. Some of the regular players are going to stay. Like him, he's a superstar. He's one of my big guys. It says superstar right on it. Jerry Jeudy, he's already on my team. There's no way the hell he's going to get cut. He's been there since last year. Tim Patrick. Winfrey might go. Fred Brown might go. Spencer, he's going to stay on the practice squad for now unless we need him. Cleveland, he's new, so he might be gone. You never know. No, I don't want to do that. I do want to do this, though. Sim the regular season. Watch this. Sim ahead. I'm in practice. The practice games
Start
right
the
now.
regular season by selecting your season goal.
Now I'm going to the regular games. I just skipped ahead. Your DC wants to discuss. Your defensive coach wants to discuss your next options. Hey coach, what's the game plan for Derrick Henry? The dude's a bruiser. He's attacked us front line. How do you want me to handle him? Slow him down? Neutralize him. There you go. We need to do everything in his power to shut him down. Easier said than done, I think. But I'm on the board. Damn straight, you're on the board. I'm the coach. You do what I say. Biatch. Okay. Upgrade my players. Agile. Make him a better pass rusher. Upgrade. We'll make him a hybrid. Elijah. We'll make this one right here. I'll make him more powerful. Makes him almost up there again. Better pass rusher. Make his arm a little stronger. Colt or Sutton. Out. And let's make him a route runner. 80%. A route runner means that when you throw the ball and he has to run his route, he can do it a lot better and a lot faster than the other player. Because he just went from 79 to 80. So I just upgraded him. Let's see here, 78. Let's do pass rush. Upgrade that one. Yeah. Upgrade him by 1. Jerry.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in your lineup.
Alright, we'll make him more physical. Make him more better to run. Joey Jewell. I never seen a guy with the name of Josie Jewell. There's a guy on the basketball team for the Celtics. He changed his name to Meadow World Peace. Yeah. Because he wants the world to have world peace, so he changed his name to Meadow because he likes meadows, so Meadow World Peace. That's his official name now. New ability has been unlocked. What? Matchup nightmare. He's my captain, by the way. I stripped all my players of being captains the other night. They all kept dropping everything. I stripped everybody and said, if you start catching balls, I'll start slapping your things back on. They started catching. Sort out elite. What does that mean? Receivers are agility, catch more, consecutive catches less 10 yards outside of the numbers. When in the red zone, receivers with this agility are better chance of the win contest catches against the coverage. And what's this one? Ball carriers with this agility will frequently attempt to gain extra yards while being tackled. I don't know, I kind of like that one and this one. We'll go with that one. Why not? So what's my schedule thing here look like? Skip that. I don't want to do that. I just want to see what my schedule looks like. Where do I go for that? My team. Rosters, re-signing players, no. Player regression. Deep threat injuries, coach, members, transactions. Schedule, we're here. Here we go. Team schedule. Titans, Steelers, Buccaneers, Jets, Patriots. We play you this week. Yay! Week 6. Week 6. Sunday, 4:05. It's a Thursday. No, wait, no. I jumped it. Give me a minute. It's a Saturday. I don't know if this is the regular schedule or not. This is just what they generated. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's right or not. I do know that we're playing against the Panthers this year. So, yep. This will probably be the new schedule. We're playing against Camso team. Do you know the Super Bowl 50 rematch? That's who we're playing again on week 14. The Super Bowl 50 rematch. Dun, dun, dun. And the only person that's been on my, it's still on the only 3 people that are still on my team from Super Bowl 50 are Justin Simmons, Bradley Chubbs, and Von Miller. Everybody else is not there anymore. Well, maybe AJ Boyd, but that's about it. Let's take a look at transactions. Lions signed free agent wide receiver Isaiah McKenzie. Off my practice squad, you son of a jerk. Lions release wide receiver. Probably because he wasn't good. Patriots signed free agent tight end Jacob Hollister. Ryan Izzo. After I manhandled their team, they started releasing players. Look at this. Signed free agent RG Alex to a 1-year deal for a $1.5 million contract. And then they released right guard Earl Watford or whatever. They went on a releasing spree right after I beat their team up. Panthers sign LG. Oh, the cool thing is about this game now is that the whenever there's actually a live game playing, at the bottom of the screen, it's like ESPN, like on television. It will come across the score and tell you all the scores and stuff. I do like this though. the #1 headline right there lit up. Look at it. Jets release quarterback Joe Flacco. Ooh. Washington released Peyton Barber. What the fuck? He's a good running back. Why the hell would you release Peyton Barber? It's an old running back. Why would you release him though? Chargers sign free agent Malik Jackson from the Broncos. You dick. Dolphins sign free agent. Is my name not on here? I know I'm on here somewhere. Holy shit. The Bills went on a releasing spree. Look at this. Broncos release center Austin something, Todd Davis, Devonta Bisbee. See, you have to release them and then re-sign them when you release them. So when you release the players, you got to release the player and then sign them back to the practice squad. Jonathan Harris is back to the practice squad. Malik Casey's on the practice squad. Practice squad. See, all the players we just released are now on the practice squad. Broncos signed Fred Brown to their practice squad. Broncos released Nick Vannett. And then signed Trey Cleveland to their practice squad. Devonta Spencer's on the practice squad. See, they release them and then they have to re-sign them back on the practice squad, so they can't be on the normal team because you have too many players. Let's see what the news has to say. Look at the headline. D wreaks havoc. Look at the bottom headline from Mark. At the bottom it says, big fan of Nick Fangio. That's my coach. He goes, if I was an owner, he would be my first choice for head coach. That's what he wrote. That's an announcer. Before I start this, what time is it? Alright, I still have time. Edit uniforms. Look at this. I'm gonna go old school. This is what we used when we won our back-to-back Super Bowls. These uniforms right here. The socks. Let's go that way. Alright, we'll do that. Helmet. Alright, so this is what our helmet used to look like. This is our old helmet. You see the D? Now it's this. And a 10-year-old kid drew that up. He drew that and they started using it. Called it Denver Broncos. They need a white horse so that they can dye the mane orange. They're still looking, I think. Did you know that your team's mascot actually used to be a live dolphin? It can't be. They the Humane Society came in and said, heck, the tank wasn't supposed to be able to hold a fish, and the fish had to be released back into captivity.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They're introducing my team.
As we'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos versus Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High.
Yeah, that's my stadium name now. It's Empowered Field at Mile High Stadium.
Right across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Down for their opening drive. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's second down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well.
All right,
some
that's
guys
it.
who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can
You're
actually
pissing
play.
me off, guys.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Suck a dick.
Dancing, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Touchdown.
All the way home for a Broncos score.
Told you you're pissing me off.
64 yards.
Broncos have taken the early lead.
You don't piss me off when I have Lindsay.
That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Mcmanus' point after is good, and it's now a 7-0
team shot.
Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
And now running right through him. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
KJ Hamler.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And that was with the quarterback, nonetheless. That's good old Bridgewater. Come on, Judy. I need you to catch this.
Bridgewater on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Pass caught by Jerry Judy, his first NFL catch. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point from Mcmanus is good. And it's now 14-0.
Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
They're on the 23-yard line.
Watch this. I'm going to send the blitz in. Watch this. This is what Denver's good for. Watch everybody in the back. See how they all come up? Now watch. The whole entire back end just runs in.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what Denver's known for.
They'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Now watch. This is also what throws people off too, because it's still in the blitz formation. But watch. They're going to back him off. Now watch.
Leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
It opens it up to make them think that the line's open, but it's not.
For the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try
cover,
and get to the point of
throw it,
attack.
extra
And when
hand,
you're dealing with a
do this.
fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
A first down carry for Henry. And he went
Bye, Henry.
nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
The coach doesn't know what to do.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky.
By the way, we're playing against Ryan Tannehill, your old quarterback.
First read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up
Holy
forward.
Jackson.
The good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15.
First down, Sutton.
Have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Watch this.
That's a big time.
This is why I love Sutton.
Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
All right, now we're going to do this. We're going to pull this out of my ass. Because I'm a good running back.
Touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run.
Watch this. I'm going to make him run it back. Sky kick it.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. takes it at the 7.
Sit down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Oh my God, he's back 23 yards.
Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13
The big guy,
yards,
Jarrell
and it's
Casey.
also 4th down.
Boom.
Jarrell Casey plays this game with passion and aggression, as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013.
I pushed him backwards 23 yards.
9 seasons previously in Tennessee, the last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
Here's Brett Kern now.
That means they're kicking to me now.
Backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hamler now on the return. Powering his way forward. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45.
I'm on their side of the field now.
Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And some strong running. Still going. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30.
Told you I'm a good running back. Look at that.
Philip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Mcmanus for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a
Damn, he's hard to
one-on-one
tackle.
route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down.
Tannehill's starting to open up now.
Works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this.
Once he gets in his groove, he's done. He can shut you down.
I believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try
Sit down.
It's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Corey Davis. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch.
Play?
Good for 8
Let's
yards.
play.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 35.
Injured one of my players,
Now a
bitch.
timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
See what the coach suggests. Let's see, let's go here. We will go here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry.
Sit down,
Will be
bitch.
blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
How you like that shit?
4 on the first down play.
Look at that blow to the fucking guy. He's just like, set the biggest guy into him. Look. Boom! Think you can play with me? You want to come play with the big boys? Come play with the big boys. I think you're going to use that big ass Henry to come over to me.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force.
Keep bringing that shit in.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down.
My
They've
house.
only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
All right. Play it like this then. That's the game you want to play. We will do this.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys.
Damn it, I wasn't expecting that.
Touchdown, Titans.
I injured another one of their players.
Touchdown run. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
It's the first team so far that's been able to score on me.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. K.J. Hamler returning it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good...
All right, I'm going to give the rookie a chance here. Watch. Let's go here. Actually, no, I don't want that. I want to go to right here. Let's give Howard a chance.
Effort on the return there.
We're going to give your guy a go at the running back.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there
See how he
to start
goes.
Their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far.
Look how good I just made your guy.
Really special
That was one
See
run.
how much they give him the ball here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run with Howard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Sorry, that's 44 yards off of 2 rushes.
Movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. Because you have a lower center of gravity.
This is your guy that I picked up after your team. Your team doesn't know how to use them.
On first down, they run with Howard. Room here to run. And he is in
Touchdown.
the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 22 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Now Mcmanus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Tannehill back to Brown, this time complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Tannehill. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted.
Interception.
43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And an automatic first down.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. This is Howard on the toss right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football, zip, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jordan Howard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
By the way, hey Vicky, I'm using your running back I just picked up. He's already scored like 2 touchdowns already for me.
And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard.
Brandon Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Titans going to use the first
Doing a pretty good holding
timeouts,
Henry,
as
though.
it'll come with 15 seconds
He's a
to
hard
play
running
in the
back to
first
stop.
half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Pushing the foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Damn it.
So they will accept the penalty and
God
move
damn it,
forward.
Casey.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
He missed the field goal.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So, all right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Titans 7. Brandon Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Tackled at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Tannehill. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Reed. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
91
So
yards off of
Broncos
6
as they head back
rushes
out there for
from
their
your
first
guy already.
possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Oh yeah, 6 rushes for almost 100 yards already.
On the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Look at that run.
Just shy of the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one.
32 yards.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play.
See, your team doesn't know how to use them. My team does.
Break through and gain that yardage.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
He's one of those backs that can take a hit, get right back up.
They gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he will finally be taken down at the Titans 18. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Told you, I'm a magical freaking running back when it comes to running. I practice this and got it down to a science.
On the toss play, Howard. Oh, then the spin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Howard with now 3 week 1 touchdowns.
3 week 1 touchdowns.
Broncos add on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football.
Yeah.
What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard.
Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start.
I'm actually not doing that bad keeping Derrick Henry to a limited edition here. Because once he gets going, he's done. He can shut you down. And I held him to 20 yards.
Got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay?
What are you talking about?
I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches
That's my score.
getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked. Fumbled on the play. Recovered.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Bradley Chubbs.
This is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early
Took it to
in
the house.
Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Mcmanus for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Titans getting set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong
I know where the next running back is coming out is going to be my favorite guy.
Defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Melvin Gordon.
I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Third fumble.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they want
fumble recovery. Denver Broncos.
And it shows you how the game
Von
has changed
Miller.
over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback. Back in the pocket now. If you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Oh, now, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Look at this run.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to the tailback. Yeah, like an egg underhanded, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over and make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
Gonna make him kick it out to me.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away.
Bring it out, mean.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. On the tackle that time.
I've held Derrick Henry to 24 yards. And he's hard to shut down.
He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's pretty damn good.
They'll run it again with Henry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamlin. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Fights him off. And they can't corral him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver.
He was even taunting him that time.
Melvin Gordon, already his second
Yeah, watch him.
touchdown here in this opening week.
Watch, I even spun around in a circle right before the goal line and then went in.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Got 2 sides to that.
As soon as this game's over, I'm going to bed, just so you know.
Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really involved.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Miller.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches
Von Miller sack.
Quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This is fielded at the 27. Dodges him at the 50. And now running right through it.
Look at this run.
Return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And
this is a hell of a run.
Broncos as they take over first and 10. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He has really been buoyed here by a strong running attack. They've been great on the ground.
And have enjoyed the entire process because oftentimes when you're running the football well, that's much more of a team effort. Everyone has to come together to make it work. Offensive line, wide receivers, the tight ends when they're on the field, maybe an extra running back leading. It is a really nice thing to see, a team type of thing. And guess what? Quarterback, he can get out of the locker room a whole lot faster after this game. The interviewers are going to go to the running back.
Yeah, now we hit the home stretch here in the fourth with their lead. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 9-yard.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
It's the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Von Miller, 5 sacks in this game.
Record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Tannehill is getting an ass whooping.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they are going to score again.
I made the guy run and jump right past me. 40th career rushing touchdown.
Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
And they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Brandon Mcmanus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Tannehill on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
He ran this back into my player and just fell over.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 22. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Bridgewater here to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Jerry Judy, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big
Look at this.
for the Broncos. 31 yards.
31 yards by my quarterback.
Tonight's final score.
Charles,
I just ran out the clock. That's all I wanted to do.
Put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburghs.
Broadcast.